I'm Ashton Addison from EventChain for Investment Pitch Media and FinTech News Network. And today on Blockchain Interviews, we have Michael Moll, the CPO and co-founder of Reitium. Michael, welcome to the show. It's great to see you again.
Yeah, thanks so much, Ashton. We're so happy to be on the show, and we're looking forward to sharing the Reitium story with your viewers.
I'm looking forward to hearing a little bit more about Reitium. If you would start with the elevator pitch behind Reitium, I know we're all looking to hear it.
Perfect. So Reitium is a global real estate investment and crowdfunding platform built on blockchain. It allows anyone around the world to invest in real estate for as little as $100.
That's awesome. That's a great pitch. And why did you guys start? Why did you start Reitium? Did you see the need for it in the industry?
Yeah, so I was very fortunate. My two co-founders, one of who I met 2 years ago at a crowdfunding conference. We were working on a separate passion project, a travel app. And we actually then went on and we're interested in blockchain, and we won a hackathon around the idea of putting titles on the blockchain. We understand need, pain, and then solution. And when we came back, we thought, okay, what can we do with a digitized blockchain? There are many facets around that, one of those including crowdfunding. And our co-founder, Thomas Park, really jumped on that side and said, you know what, he could see the need, we could see the need as millennials. It's very difficult to own real estate. But real estate being one of the greatest investments that people make, one of the greatest sources of wealth, one of the most stable investments, was out of reach of many people. Blockchain tokenization really enhanced this 10-year movement of crowdfunding and would allow us to compliantly get millions of people, if not billions of people who've been excluded in real estate, to be able to invest. And so we really did our research, we traveled to a few conferences, and we saw that this was something that was possible. We then went out and raised $630,000 from friends and family, and that really showed us how big of a pain point and how big of a solution we were actually creating just by the response from our community who said, this is something that needs to happen. And that was over a year ago.
That sounds like a great journey. And it's really interesting to be incorporating real estate with the blockchain, and if you would just drill down a little bit further, what are the specific benefits to users of the platform while you're integrating blockchain? What blockchain are you using and why?
So great, that's a really good question. So first of all, what we're going to start with is blockchain as an immutable ledger, immutable database, really allows us to have cutting edge document storage, document protection. And when it comes to investors, it really allows us to have really great disclosure practices, right? And so on the blockchain is a private title registry of all the properties, their title, the documents that pertain to that, who signed those, when they signed those, and it's just tamper-proof there. So it gives really a great chain of responsibility for everyone participating. Anyone around the world who would want to invest, their KYC, know your customer, anti-money laundering, all of those documentation and checks also get stored on the blockchain. And so then we can pull to those from time to time to make sure every single trade is compliant. The third thing is the payments. Right now, we really want to have people from all over the world to be able to participate. But it's very difficult from someone from Benin or Uganda or Argentina to send their money to North America. And how do they trust different third parties or taking a high fee there? By using different cryptocurrencies. One, they can have an affordable way to send money globally. Two, they have an amazing tracking system to know that their money actually went where it went. The second part of your question, we're using IBM Hyperledger Fabric. The reason for this is, one, it's very scalable. Hyperledger was invented by the Linux Foundation. Over 150 companies came together to support it. IBM made their version Fabric. They have amazing hosting, distributed hosting, scalability in terms of 3,500 transactions per second. But it's also a private permissioned blockchain. And so what that means is when it comes to investing, you need to be able to protect certain things. So there are parts of our blockchain that has public information. So someone will be able to know $1 million got invested in this condo, but the particulars of each individual investor, their private information gets protected. We can unencrypt that and share that with, say, regulators, tax authorities, etc. But if you are, for example, a hospitality chain, or you're a REIT and you use our platform, we can protect those two groups from each other and have private transactions there. So we're really built on data integrity and understanding the needs of securities law, consumer data protection, and the needs of investor groups to have their data protected.
That's really interesting, Michael. I find it very forward thinking to be using Hyperledger Fabric as well, because I know the majority of blockchain projects have been gravitating towards the Ethereum blockchain. And as you specifically mentioned, in the real estate industry, there's a lot of need for privacy, in certain things. And with the Ethereum, if you're using just the Ethereum public blockchain, a lot of that information is available to everybody. And that's something that we need to be worked through right now. So it's interesting to see that you guys are using Hyperledger, which is being worked on by IBM. So is there a lot of traction from property owners to want to use the system? What are the specific benefits for people that own property to be incentivized to use Reitium?
Yeah, so that's actually a really good question. So we're very proud. We've been on a year-long road trip. To date, we have $830 million worth of assets that are going to be listed on our platform. That's from hotels to residential to commercial to mixed-use buildings. And most of these are in North America, but we've actually been prospected for about 5 other countries. So we're starting with Canada and United States real estate, really great jurisdictional and great real estate markets, but we have interest from England, Germany, France, Singapore, Thailand, and even China, but we want to parse it out. And the second part of your question is, why would they use Reitium? So what they like about us is they can reach a global pool of verified investors where the KYC AML gets through. They get a portal to put up their deals and on the backbone of our compliance. So we work within the regulations of Canada and the United States. So if they need to find a broker dealer, if they need an exempt market dealer, if they need an offering memorandum, if they need to understand what is the best vehicle for their deal. So we have deep knowledge of Reg D, Reg S, Reg A, Reg A+, Reg CF, crowdfunding rules in Canada. So we can allow them to be 100% compliant the whole time they use our platform, and they can double their deals and half their back office or accounting or legal fees. And so they really, really like that. A great example would be one of our clients out of Japan. They currently sell Texas real estate to Japanese business people. In Japan, negative interest rates, so people want to get their money out. Right now, they do 2,500 deals a year, but this is $150,000 to $350,000 homes to one individual. With us, they can actually 100x their market potential. They do in-person seminars all across Japan. They actually won Japan Startup of the Year, and so they're going to jump on us, white label our platform, and start selling fractional ownership in U.S. real estate for as little as $1,000. And they can get going with us like right away, starting next year, and we have that back-end infrastructure. And so that's just a great example of one of our clients on the platform.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, $830 million worth of properties, to be listed. And the fact that blockchain allows for globalization, to make those connections like from Japan to the States so easily, I can understand, why there's an attraction for property owners on the platform right now. So do you guys have any other key customers or partnerships that you guys have secured down for the platform already?
Yeah, so we're really excited in terms of looking at our platform, and we see Oheka Castle is the second largest residence in the United States, a $250 million property, and it's been renovated, and we're going to be coming on to phase 2, where they're going to build 180 luxury condos on Long Island. I think this whole deal is undervalued and it's going to get a great boost because Amazon just moved out there, and so they've chosen us to be a new build construction partner out there. We're really excited. We're in talks with a company called Kudu, and they are one of the best. They won the Sustainable Architecture Award last year in the United States, a global award around modular homes, and they want to make modular hotel resorts in unique places that are completely eco-friendly. So that's another great customer there. And then after that, we've got great family offices and REITs who are looking to liquidate their portfolios in the United States. So we've really got something for everyone. We're very excited that when the marketplace launches, that investors and property owners alike will be able to come find something that they like. And again, all of these properties are vetted. So we vet them 3 times. We vet them when it comes to the appraisal, independent accountant, independent lawyer, and then we have an investment committee that really looks over the docs. So you as an investor, when you come to the property, you're looking at top quality deals that have a high probability for success, and that really goes a long way.
That's awesome. And I really like to preach quality over quantity, right? So it's good that you guys already have quality leads. I actually have seen you guys, traveling around a lot. I've seen you on conferences in Canada. I've seen you at conferences in the States. I believe that you guys have actually been to nine countries, like 15 plus conferences this year, exploring and looking for more potential partnerships. In what conferences or locations around the world did you find, the most promising prospects so far?
It's been an amazing time being on the road since January on and off. We have to really give a shout out to a few places. I mean, Japan was amazing. They've really embraced blockchain and tech. Korea, I think Korea is leading the way. We were very fortunate to have an advisor out there and to have our co-founder as well coming from there. So we had a really great time there engaging people. Malta, as you know, and as maybe more of your viewers know, is just cutting edge leadership when it comes to a black and white bill regulating digital financial assets. We've actually set up a secondary company there. We're looking to get a global exchange license out of Malta, and so that has to get a big shout out. Tech Web Summit, 70,000 people, brilliant. We were really inspired by learning from a lot of the big tech companies there, but also engaging a lot of private equity investors. So that's really a great networking frenzy there. But the United States, we were really happy to be in Boston and LA. There's a great, strong community out there. And then finally, we went to Toronto as well, and here in Vancouver with the conference that's coming up that I know that, EventChain is also going to be there as the National Crowdfunding Conference here in Vancouver. So we're very lucky that real estate is a global language. So we just really are excited to launch in North America because this is the real estate. Everywhere we've been around the world, people want to get into North American real estate.
I completely agree. So can you tell me a little bit more about your guys' team? Do you guys have a strong background in real estate as well as technology?
Yeah, so a really great way to start. So the three of us, myself, my co-founder, Laura Forte, and Thomas Park, all serial entrepreneurs. So that entrepreneurial spirit and that real deep understanding of social impact is just bred from the beginning. When we look at Thomas, he's had 14 years in real estate, residential real estate expert, sold over $500 million here in Vancouver. When we look to our technology, our CTO, Andrew Gillette, he was on the Ethereum founding team. He worked previously at Accenture, and he was the lead architect on the Bank of Canada's R3-quarter blockchain experiment. And that is where they were creating a distributed ledger to do instant settlements of checks and balances. And right now, it takes about 5 days to clear. With this new system, it'd probably be hours. So he brought that same level of architecture to our platform. We're so proud of that. On the real estate side, and we look at institutional real estate, we have a great advisor, Thomas Tiedemann. He works for Blackstone. He's a senior vice president there. He personally rewrote their global REIT strategy and was pivotal in their $9.6 billion Asia REIT raise. So he's been giving us deep insights into how to structure our platform for the REIT and the institutional market. So our team is really stacked. We have one of the best blockchain lawyers in Canada, Michael Stevens, works for Fasken, and work an hour with him is like 6 hours with your average lawyer. So we feel our team is really rounded out. Our team has great diversity, but we really have a hunger to deliver. And so all those factors coming together are putting us in a strong position in this race to be the global real estate exchange.
That's awesome. That's a great backstory, Michael. Thank you. And I also looked into, Reitium is working on a security token offering, an STO. Could you provide a little bit more details about that?
Yeah, so right from the beginning, we decided, we saw the utility token market, and we didn't want to force a utility token economy into our platform. So we chose Hyperledger, private permissioned, and no need for an internal cryptocurrency. So you can actually buy real estate on our platform using any crypto you want. And we have third-party OTC customers who can trade that, and we turn that into fiat that gets paid to the asset owner. As it comes to our security token offering, our first security token offering is going to be coming in the new year, next year, 2019, and it's going to be based on a fund model. So it's going to be asset-backed. So when you invest in our security token, we're going to use 90% of that money to buy assets in a fund, 10% for management and a few things, and we're going to pay dividends out to those token holders on a monthly basis, first based on the rental returns and or lease/loan returns from the assets that we buy. We're going to start regionally, so we're going to start with section of North America, and we're going to do multiple raises over time. So we're really excited. This has been a model we've wanted to do from the beginning, is to have a dividend-producing security token that also has appreciation. So when the properties appreciate, we're also going to be giving that appreciation back to the token holders. We've built a great team that's helping us with that. In January, people said security tokens were crazy. Now, we're 11 months later, security token exchanges are opening. People are starting to understand it. And so we think we're very happy we waited. And, we're very excited to announce that we will be talking about that in the new year. So watch the spot, Reitium security token that's dividend producing.
Awesome, Michael. Yeah, security tokens, have been a talk about throughout 2018. And I'm excited to see how you guys roll out with the STO in 2019. And I'm sure that it will be something that happens more often in the industry, and we're very, very early still. So that's all the time we have right now. Is there any way that the viewers can find more information about Reitium, get involved with the community? What's the best way to find out more?
The best way to find out is to go to reitium.com. There you're going to be able to see a link to get into our Telegram group. We're building a very vibrant community. We're online all the time. Come in, ask questions, learn about how you can watch our videos, see how you can invest in real estate in under a minute. And really, we have great Medium articles. We publish every 2 weeks a great update. I would say learn about crowdfunding, learn about blockchain, and come see how Reitium is here to make its mark in fractional ownership and opening up the global market.
Michael Moll, CPO and co-founder of Reitium. It's been a pleasure talking to you today. I'm looking forward to following up with you guys in 2019 and to see how Reitium is growing. And I thank you for your time.
Thank you so much, Ashton, and thank you for your time, and thanks to the viewers for watching this. Thank you.